Welcome to Chemistry at Saragossa. This class, Chem 1, you'll learn to love it or hate it. It'll be a fun course, but it has got a ton of material, and it's going to be something completely different from all the other chemistry you've done before. So, I'm Alex Kaluski, I'll be your instructor. My email's up there, so you can email me if you need to, but we're going to see later on there's better ways to communicate with me. This course, OChem 1, significantly tougher than OChem 2, by the way, so if you survive this, you're good. We have a huge array of topics to cover. We're going to talk about a number of functional groups here, as well as spectroscopy. Those are very big topics here. The way I teach the course, I use kind of three major technologies. The first one's Canvas. That's where we're going to have all of our assignments and exams posted as we go through all that stuff. So, and your grades and all that will be through Canvas. I use Twitch to deliver the content of the course. So I'm going to be recording live lectures throughout the semester, several times a week. For you guys, it'll be Mondays and Wednesdays in the mid to late morning. I'll talk about that in a second. If you can make it, I recommend showing up at that time, clicking the Twitch link there. You'll be able to see me live recording these videos. If you can't, no worries. It's an online course. There's no requirement for you to be here at the times that I've kind of arbitrarily chosen. So no worries there. You'll be able to access videos there as well as on YouTube. Identical videos I'll be kind of just uploading between the two. Finally, I'll also be using Discord. Discord is a platform for kind of communication. It's more of like I don't know if I would call it social media, but it's a social platform. So it's where we're going to talk with each other, where we can share memes, where we can, react to things. And, it's a funner space to communicate. And it's as well kind of the fastest way if you need to reach me about something like, hey, I'm really confused about this mechanism. Why is it attacking this carbonyl versus the other one or something? That's something that we can address through Discord. All of these platforms are free. You may need to make an account for Discord or Twitch, but don't worry, they're not going to send you email spam or anything like that, so you just got to sign up and then you're good to go. Alrighty, so everything is completely online. For this class, I'm recording Monday and Wednesday from 10:45 to 12:15. We may need additional time as we go through, particularly during the spectroscopy chapters, because that's a topic that's typically covered in the lab, which is given more time than the lecture is, and so maybe during that time we'll have another day that we're recording videos. So we'll get there. That's a topic that's going to take a lot of practice. Again, though, none of this stuff is mandatory for you to be there. If you can, great. If you can't, I'm sorry, but you'll be able to watch the videos later, and then you can ask questions in Discord as they come up as you're watching them. So you'll still be able to get answers to your questions, but it may just be a little bit delayed there. Alrighty. Many of you have had me before. You know how quick I am at responding to all sorts of things. So for any assignments that we have, those are going to be due a week after I assign them at 11:59 p.m. Since I'm going to be primarily doing your coursework Mondays and Wednesdays, most likely, things will be due around Mondays and Wednesdays, just depending on when I'm able to get those homework assignments out to you guys. All right, on exam weeks, I may have you guys submit things a little bit earlier than normal, just so I can put out the answer key so you can have some time to double check and ask questions before exam day. The textbook I'm using for this course is the third edition of Organic Chemistry by Klein. I think there is a fourth edition out now, but I'm still using the third, so it'll be cheaper. It'll be great. You're not going to need anything for the lab here. In organic chemistry, we're going to see that there's a lot of kind of spatial reasoning, so kind of constructing 3D structures in your mind. A lot of students do find it very beneficial to have models. And one kit I do recommend is through the company Darling. It's about $25, and the kit you'll be able to create molecules with correct geometries, so you can kind of examine them in more detail and see why one state may be more kind of favorable to another as we get into cycloalkanes. That'll be fun. Your homework or your grade is going to be determined In the following scheme, you'll have 4 exams for 10% each. You'll have a cumulative final exam. Most likely it'll be an ACS exam, so it'll be multiple choice. I do adjust exam scores based on whoever does the best, so just be aware of that. You'll have some homework and/or quizzes, and then lab simulations throughout the semester as well. For this course, I do a 10-point breakdown, but of course I reserve the generosity to make that a little nicer come grading time. So, but that'll be that kind of our baseline for this course. We have now here our kind of schedule of topics. We have a lot of things to cover. We'll see how far we get with the online medium. It may slow us down a bit. We'll see. And so this may be adjusted as necessary. I'll, of course, let you know if anything needs to be pushed. One thing that I would note, this kind of mid-October period here where we're covering spectroscopy, that is a particularly difficult area that's going to require a lot of time. It may require more lecture time from me. It's definitely going to require a lot of kind of practice time from you as well. So just kind of keep that in the back burner there, that there's going to be kind of a very tough section around the middle of the semester. Okay. For our exams, I have the dates for those bolded here. Your exams are going to be on Mondays. You'll have 24 hours to complete them. You'll have as much time as you want. These are going to be free response exams. Similar, if you took me for 113, it'll be similar to that. And so this sort of thing, you'll be basically taking pictures of your work and you'll be submitting those on Canvas. And I'll open up the exams at midnight on Monday, and you'll have until 11:59 on Monday to submit your work. So generally, you'll want at least an hour and 15 minutes. For this, you may want longer. So just keep these in mind. These dates are all written here. If anything changes, I'll try and give you as much time as possible to adjust for any changes. All right. For homework, you're going to show your work. There's not a lot of math in this course. Very, very little, in fact. So it's a complete turnaround from 113 if you survived the math of that. And so what work entails for this course is that's going to be mechanisms, showing your arrow pushing. These are kind of things we'll talk about as we kind of do the first couple of weeks of the course. But I do expect that as well. You'll have lab sims through Labster that'll be put up throughout the semester, and I'll kind of just let you know, hey, this one's due in a week or whatever, just keeping that up there. I do accept late homework, 10% penalty per day though, until I post the answer key for that homework. Once the answer key is up, I don't accept late homework anymore. So just let that be known. I'm not going to let you take exams late unless you let me know beforehand. If some terrible emergency or something, of course I can be understanding, but you may need to furnish proof. But let's try to not worry about that and try to keep to the schedule here. If you've had any needs for accommodations through DSPS, their website is right here. You can access this and they will coordinate with me any help that you need. Last thing here, let's go ahead and be respectful of each other. We're getting into higher level chemistry here, so generally people, again, this is usually not a problem, but let's, be nice to each other. There's some college policies in the last couple pages here, your learning outcomes, important dates, and then the plagiarism policy there. Don't cheat, please. That's kind of what I can tell you. We'll see what happens, but please don't. That's the easiest way to fail the course. So, with that, I'm just going to hop over to Discord real quick. If you click that Discord link here, it'll take you to this page, which I have too far up. For our class, you guys are going to be clicking the duck here. That duck is going to give you access to the channels that we're going to need for our class. This general one is where we're going to have our just kind of chatting with each other, asking questions of both me or your classmates, whatever. Here in the extra resources, I'll put any charts or kind of tables I find useful. or links to important information like that. And I'll be posting your lecture notes here as well. And then if necessary, there is a voice channel if we need to communicate with voice. It can be used as Zoom essentially there. So our course is empty right now, of course, because we're just starting, but that'll become pretty packed as we go through. So there's a second video for Discord specifically if you've never used it before. But other than that, I look forward to starting with you guys. So I'll see you on Monday for our first lecture. I should point out also I am flying in from Chicago that morning, so I should be able to make your class. But if not, I'll let you guys know as soon as if there's any delays or anything. So just putting that out there. So if not, I'll see you guys on Monday, and we'll start learning about OChem. Alrighty, take care.